Hi, everybody. Welcome back to my channel, Learn English with Listening. My name is Liba, and in this lesson, we're going to look at 15 ways to improve your speaking skills. Let's get started. Okay, let's get to the video. Okay, the first tip is learn words through phrases. So, learn words through phrases. What does this mean? This means instead of studying one vocabulary word at a time and having that be your only way to study vocabulary, it means study entire phrases. Study a group of words at a time. So, for example, don't study like morning only, study good morning or how was your morning? Those kinds of expressions. So, you're not just studying one word at a time and thinking about how you need to link that word to other words. Instead, set yourself up to know how to put those words together by studying a few phrases at a time. Okay, the next tip is to watch your favorite video with subtitles. So, when you do this, choose a video or maybe a movie that you like and turn on the English subtitles for that movie. So, while it might be difficult to catch everything that's happening in each scene, you can at least check the subtitles. You can check the information as it's being said. So, if you can't catch everything by listening, you can at least read the words on the screen and understand these as kind of units or as sentences that you can study. So, again, you're not looking just at one word or maybe even two words together, but you're studying things as a phrase or as a question or as a sentence. Okay, let's go to the next tip. The next tip is to think in the language you want to learn. Think in the language you want to learn. This is a really tough one, especially when you're starting out, and it will take time. So don't worry if you can't do this right away. But this means as you go about your day, as you wake up and eat food, go to school, go to work, whatever, try to think. Spend some time thinking in English. Think in the language you're studying. So, this can be really boring stuff. Like thinking about what you're doing. How could I express that in English? So, think about those sorts of everyday actions and activities and try to express them in English. You can do this out loud to work on improving your speaking skills. Okay, let's go to the next tip. Okay, the next tip is to use available learning applications. Use available learning applications. So that means if you have a favorite application, an app that you like to use to study, make sure you use that. So maybe you've downloaded our application, for example. Thank you. You can use that to work on your speaking. You can do that by reading dialogues, by trying to shadow conversations that you hear. You can also just use your phone's recording function and record yourself, and then listen to it later. That might sound like a really simple tip, but it can help you a lot. So, we sound very different when we're talking. And we often don't hear that unless we kind of step outside our body a bit and listen to ourselves from outside. And recording your voice is a really good way to do that. So make sure you check out the apps and the functions that you have on your phone or your computer to do that. The next tip is to expand your vocabulary by reading. Expand your vocabulary by reading. So, a common complaint from learners is they say, I don't feel like I have the vocabulary I need to express myself. I know lots of basic words, but I don't feel like I can say the things I want to say when the time comes in a conversation. So, one way to do this is to work on building your vocabulary. Reading is a really great way to do that. So, choose things to read that you have a connection to. They're related to your hobbies, to your work, to your studies, whatever. Choose things that are relevant, so like they're connected to your life, and read those things and find the key vocabulary words that people use within your daily life activities and try to remember those. Try to make those the vocabulary words that you study and practice so that you're able to use them when you speak in conversations. The next tip is to talk to yourself. Talk to yourself? Like, talking to yourself sounds a little bit crazy, sure, but this is a great way to practice speaking when there's nobody around. You can just practice making the sounds that you're working on. You can practice saying sentences and questions. You can practice talking about your day. So, for those of you that maybe don't have somebody to practice with, this can be an excellent tip. And again, as you talk to yourself, you can also record yourself and listen back. And I know a lot of people say, I hate the sound of my own voice. I hate the sound of my own voice. It's only you. You're the only person who is going to listen to that recording. And it's to help you study, and it helps a lot, actually.